Alright, here's a little merge behind the scenes action with message prep. Just figured I'd show you how I prep some messages. It all starts with a planning meeting with my program director. We sit down, we talk about the next series and what we want to do through that series. I will give him a topic that I think I want to run with, and then we'll just sit and plan out like 3-week, 4-week, what we want to do with each one of those weeks, and then it goes from there. It goes to what we call a target sheet. A target sheet looks something like this. And basically what a target sheet has on it is it has what each week's main idea is, what the scripture we're going to use is, and a little description, like a little paragraph of what we're actually going to be talking about. It doesn't have a lot of content, doesn't have the main ideas. It just kind of has an overview of maybe what we'll talk about in those weeks. We're doing a series called Heritage, and it's a 3-week series, and we just kind of jotted down some of our thoughts for those 3 weeks. Then it goes from here, and we take, when we're getting ready to prep a message, or when I'm getting ready to prep a message, I'll take one of those, and I'll kind of start researching, getting all that stuff down, and I take it to what I call a Big 5 form. And called Big 5 form because it has 5 main things on it. This is what a Big 5 form looks like. Has the message topic on the top and the scripture we're going to use, and then 5 major things. It's got the tension, information, application, inspiration, and reiteration stuff on it. Just go through it and jot down a bunch of ideas, thoughts. The first thing I do before I write anything down is figure out what my main idea is. And I try to hone in and really get what do I want to communicate, what's the one thing that I want to communicate more than anything else, and then I wrap everything else around that one idea. It goes from there to a thing called a map. It's a message map, and I'll back away and I'll kind of show you what I do for a message map. It's on my little board back there. Here we go. There it is. That's what it is back there. See this right here? That is a message map. And basically I take some main ideas and I try to map it out from point A to point B to point C. Point A being the opener, point B being the main idea, point C being the close. And how I get from A to C is how I map it all out. It goes from a map then to writing it out. This is what the almost end product looks like. I type it out on my computer and I try to put all of my map together in that. And then after I write it out, what I do is I'll edit and I'll condense. Which, you see that? A little editing there. I highlight certain things I want to do. I'll put like right here. I'll edit a little bit here, or over here I'll edit. Sometimes I'll condense, which is like what I'm doing here with this orange. If you can see that, the orange there is condensing, and it's basically making sure that everything that I'm putting in it is actually wrapped into my main idea. And so I maybe take out some things that I was going to say, or I add in a couple of things just to condense it down and make sure that everything fits into that one idea, and make sure I'm going to hit my point and not go around it. And then after that, the editing and condensing, everything is a finished product. Then I'll rehearse it 2 or 3 times, make sure I got it down, make sure I don't need to be strapped to my notes. And then that's usually happens like on a Thursday or Friday, and then by Sunday I'm ready to go. So that is my message prep. It's 7 steps. The whole thing, this is kind of the coolest thing about this, the whole thing is that it's all wrapped up in prayer. I don't know if you can see that, but it says all in prayer on my message prep. It's because every single step of this, I try to keep praying for the students I'm going to talk to, praying that God would give me the right thing to say, the one main idea, and make it as clear as possible. So that's my message.